everyone, welcome to another live stream. Yes, another live stream. We're having another live stream. We're having another live. You know why? You wanna know why we're having another live stream? I'm guessing you wanna know why we're having another live stream. Do you want to know why we're having another live stream? We're having another live stream, okay? Because piss off you in the corner. There we go. Hold on, that's my centrifuge. I was going to do some chemistry on the Patreon only voice chat, but like no one was joining me, so I had to do a chemistry alone, and so I did the chemistry alone. Give me a second. What do you feel about my centrifuge, by the way? Do you like it? I like it. You wanna know why? Wait, was I asking a question why? I think I wasn't asking what or why. I don't know, I forgot what I was asking. The point is, today we will be doing this. Well, I say today, but this is the second stream today. That's because, you see, I refuse to let two pieces of circuit defeat me. Okay? I refuse. I refuse. Hi, the Roblox. Finding a different diagram. Gee whiz. Okay, everyone. It is time. It is time to do the thing. You know what? We're running low on coffee. Let me actually. Alright, I'm just sending up the hi Theft again. You refuse to give up. I refuse to give up. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I'm actually doing fine. I'm actually doing really well. My neighbors downstairs, I'm pretty certain, are just thrilled with me screaming this late in the day. Joker voice without prompting it. Reblax. You know what? I didn't mean that aggressively. You know what? You're right. Joker voice without prompting it. I'm just a very talented voice actor. Nothing I can do about that. What can I say? What can I say except you're welcome, and so on and so forth. I'm doing really well, by the way, everyone. May not seem like it. Hold on, let me actually zoom in a little bit because I can see that. There we go. My technical math is a bit off. Coffee, anyone? Anyone want some coffee? I'm just kidding. You're far away. I can't bring you any coffee. So we're doing so. Okay, let me just a quick refill. I'm fine. I like some chai latte. Oh, we ain't got that. So here's where this is the receiver, if I remember correctly. I did it like how many hours ago? Just a couple of hours ago. So I should remember. This is the receiver. This is the transmitter. Don't remember. Judging from your mannerism, I don't think you need any coffee. Don't tell me what I need or don't need, okay? I am. Therefore, I think. Anyhow, so what will we be doing today, I hear you all ask? No one asked that, but I'm still gonna answer. This is the same thing that we did last stream, because last stream was like more than an hour ago to however many. I did some food, cooked some food in the meantime, by the way. Are you happy or manic? I am crazy. I'm just crazy, man. So, basically, if I recall correctly, and I should recall correctly, because why wouldn't I recall correctly? Then if we plug this in, oh, actually I was plugging only one of them in. That's probably why we were getting such a low power, which means that if we move all of this a bit higher up, like this. Some people think I'm unstable, but I mean stable, that's for horses. And then we pop this in right here. And then where's the power? Here's the power. There we go. Beautiful, lovely. And then we pop in the power, like so. Then the LED is blinking. Oh my goodness, you really can't see that, can you? It's really quite dark, isn't it? I can turn on off some of the lights, but I mean, you can see it. You can see the change. The wizard curse must have made him insane. No. We're just gonna do this. Now the point is, this is blinking because it's trying to connect. That's what we coded in. It's trying to connect to this Raspberry Pi, even though this Raspberry Pi isn't connected. So what we need to do is we need to connect it, like so, and then we need to go over to our computing station, also known a computer, and on there, I need to find the right folder, my boulder folder, if you will. Wait, what did I... Where did we... Oh my goodness. I know it's fixing something. Okay, now this... I meant to say... My goodness, would you send? There we go, this. Okay. Do I really sound 47 to you? Do I? Unbelievable. You know what? I appreciate people trying to make me out to be younger than I am. That's nice. But going for 47? Don't you think that's a bit high? Ouch. Like, nothing wrong with being 47, but like, if you're 47 and you're a YouTuber with 60,000 subscribers, then I feel like you should reevaluate your life choices. Are you okay? I saw your newest post on Make It Shitpost. You hope you didn't go the same path as the mental hospital, so you sound 32 years old. 14,000 days. Hold on. I don't need the calculator for this. I know how many 14,000 days is. I am doing better than I was when I recorded that video. Believe it or not, I know I may not sound it, or you know, I may not sound like it. I do sound insane, but that's only because I am insane. You can't see it, but on the other side of the room, right there, there's a mannequin, and their name is Susie, and I talk with them a lot. But trust, I'm fine. Trust me. Listen, hear me out. You can't do science without being at least a little bit. You know what I did before starting this stream? You know what I did? I did this. This is what I've done. This liquid inside this bottle. You're seeing it. This is what I made before starting the stream. So I am pumped. I am excited. I am psyched. I am ready. I am ready to go. I am ready to get this done. Connect this Raspberry Pi to this Raspberry, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna. We're not gonna struggle at all. We're gonna be fantastic. Okay, let's go. Let's get to it. Let's get started. So first of all, why isn't this actually just turning on the console? Maybe it's because we first need to unplug it, and then we need to plug it again. Well, that was hoping. Maybe it's because we need one of these. Doesn't make any sense. You're glowing. I'm screaming is what I'm doing. Did you do drugs? I do believe the term is make. Also, I need to pop a battery into this microscope. Thank you for reminding me, myself. You're welcome, make it. Everyone does drugs, they usually mean exactly! If I did drugs, they're probably just for, like, health stuff. Okay, now what we need is... we need to open up the the thing. Oh, I don't care testing. I care about... Oh! A lot of curious things, but that's not what I care about. I care about having this connected. Not the ESP audio, hold on. Pico disconnected. Oh, there we go. Right here says Pico disconnected. And we don't want it to be. Do we need to nuke it again? Disconnected and disconnected both sound the same. Well, when I say it, they do. But that's more of a me problem than anything else. Hi, the Theo, by the way. Hi! Vitamin B2 is UV reactive, by the way. Isn't that a curious fact? Hold on, let me just... Ah! Oh. Okay, I'm nuking it. I'm sure I'm glad that there are no repercussions to consistently nuking the same microcontroller. Because otherwise that would be quite awkward. Alright, nuked. Now we need to flash it with firmware. We need a stop button on this Raspberry as well, because only that one has one. This one doesn't actually have a stop button. Which is kind of a pickle. What do you mean access denied? I'm gonna deny you access. Access denied when I deny you access to this existence. There we go, we have it here, finally. Sweet, festive, fantastic, lovely. I'm gonna make this bigger, I'm gonna make this smaller, I'm gonna put it to the side actually, like so. Or maybe is this too small? I cannot tell. It's a bit small in it. So what we should actually do is we should do this, and then we should do this. And then maybe even it's a bit smaller. There, now you should be able to read it better. Sweet, make it. Are you hacking? Yes, I am. I'm hacking in real life. Hacking. There's like a hacking something to pieces joke I could make, but I don't know. My tools haven't given. Oh yeah, I ordered some tools, by the way. I'm finally ordering tools. So I not only components, only tools to work with as well. Okay, so what is the pickle? What is the problem? Basically, this Raspberry right here, couple of things. Copper wick. No, I haven't actually ordered a copper wick. I should get a copper wick. That's true. That's true. That could come in handy. Tefta, I'm sorry. I think we've reached the point. I think we went past the point of no return. I feel like you've reminded me to get a copper wick so many times that at this point this has to become a channel meme. I need to not buy a copper wick now. This is out of my control right now. When will you use the copper wick? I love that, by the way, when you typed it in chat, like there is no context to go off of what that's referencing, but I just know what you were referencing. When will you buy the copper wick? Will you... I'm losing my mind. I'm having a hard time focusing. Give me a second. Basically, here's the problem. First things first, we would like to install a restart button, if we could. Installing a restart button shouldn't be that difficult of a process. That's because effectively all it should translate to is just us popping a button like this onto these two. And this should connect pin 15, if my memory does me well, to pin ground-to-ground communication. It should connect pin 15 to the ground, which means that if we go right now in here, and if we do didgeridoo from, hold on, from machine import pin, and then pin 15, pin in, pin pull up value, then it's a 1. It's a 1, it's a 1, it's a 1, but if I hold the button, it's a 0. Now what we can do is we can do actually for I in range 1000. Hi, the Black Thunder. How you doing?
You'll never guess what just happened.
What did you get struck by lightning again?
Absolutely nothing of note. I got you.
Not many people can join in a channel to say, guess what just happened, and get the response of, did you get struck by lightning again? Music watch on the stream, but it happened in 6 hours since I had to step out. Oh yeah, no. I went out, I did some chemistry, I came back, we're still going strong, still losing my mind. Now with right here we do pin 15, pin in, and then pin pull up, and then dot value. Now if we run this, no value 90? Oh my goodness, how did I mess this up so bad? Forgot to hold shift. I need to retype the whole thing. Let's just do 100. Pin in, pin, pull up, 15, and then the value, and then enter. That makes sense. Hold on, we might need 1,000 for this. Why can't I edit them? This is annoying. Make it. What exactly are you making? Not anything yet. This is just prep work. I want to send some data from this to this. It doesn't matter. The point is the button's working. So now what we're going to do is we're in our while loop. I keep making this bigger, just muscle memory. This is the wrong while loop though, isn't it? Wapai. Right here. We don't want this to be while true, only we want this to be pin 15, pin in, pin pull up, dot value is not equal to 1. Well, no wait, while this is equal to 1. And somehow we haven't imported the pin. And now if we run this, then as you can see it's printing at the bottom, but if I click it, it stops. Great, we got the reset button on both of them. Perfect, 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 perfect. Sick, neat, fantastic, lovely. Now we can open up. We can open up all commands, we can toggle virtual system, we can create a... What is happening? Stop doing that. Too many add-ons. We can create boot.py, then great, we have saved the device, sick, neat. Now we can unplug it, and once we replug it in, I just realized that I haven't added actually like an obvious debug output, which means the only way for me to actually check if it's working is to open up my networks and see if...
Or to see if it worked.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it did work. Now I can click.
Well, no debug necessary.
Well, I mean, no, debug would still be really convenient because then I wouldn't have to open up my phone to see if a new network appeared. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a debug actually output just to see if it turns on or off, just for the sake of convenience. And that debug output, well, ideally I would like to switch this up a bit. So first of all, right here, this works tremendously as a debug output. Just an LED. Like this. This LED will basically function as our debug output, which means we will turn it on the beginning, we will turn it off at the end. Then what we need is we need some cabling to connect the button. But that should be simple enough. That's because. Connect one side to ground. Ah. Oh, this is beautiful. Actually, it's holding it in place. No soldering necessary. Tefta, I know
they're
you.
called breadboards.
Because you can butter them up?
No, because they're great for making toast.
Oh, I see. The magic smoke release. Tefta, I know I've mentioned it a lot of times, but I still appreciate so much the fact you mentioned these wires to me. They are so much easier than jumbo cables. Does he make a computer from sand to his own operating system that can run some thingamajig? Well, eventually we'll get there, don't worry. Eventually we'll get there.
You should make a mechanical computer first. I think that would be an appropriate headache.
No, a mechanical computer would basically be like all the parts that I would dislike about making a computer, without any parts that I would actually like.
Have you heard of the Curta?
No.
It's like 100-year-old mechanical calculator that literally fits in your pocket. It's about the size of a soda can.
That's small, damn.
Yeah, like you crank it and everything. You put in the numbers with little slides, and it's so cool. But unfortunately, I don't have $1,000 to buy an example.
Wait, why am I checking different size cable? I'm an idiot. Of course it's gonna be the same size cable. I really am an idiot.
Sorry, no, it's smaller than a soda can. I got it wrong. I'm so sorry.
Death.
It's that thing. I sent it in the live
Oh, I'll
VC.
check it out in a second.
Yeah.
Connecting the only thing that can stop my Raspberry without me having to actually just complete without me having to use a file that's called nuke.uf2. No, because if you unplug it and then if you plug it back in, they're just gonna run the program again. The only way to stop the program from running without the restart button is to nuke it. That's the professional term.
I was gonna say, why don't you just unplug it?
Well, because if you unplug it, then what? In order for you to actually edit the code, you need to plug it in, and if you plug it in, it's just gonna run the code right away, which has an infinite loop inside.
Why would you do that? Why would you make it not wait for an input to start?
Because some things don't require an input. Also, even then...
Like, an OK signal would be, like, probably pretty good for when you're debugging, so that exact situation doesn't happen.
Or you can just go... Well, I went backwards. I just added the stop button. I feel like usually when you deal with machines of any kind, you don't really... You have more of a stop button than a start button for stopping.
Vacuum cleaner has an on-off switch. It is off by default.
Shit! None of these are the right size. Make it... Why did you not use make it instead of make it happen? Because make it is fucking taken! Or at least was taken when I made this channel. By a brick company. That, by the way, went bankrupt. Because fuck them. Or fuck me in this
Let's see who the real winner is.
So I had to go make it happen. Make it make his own CPU with as a foundry inside his home. One day! Those are the real goals. I swear, if this is shorter and if I end up... Oh, no, this looks like be actually perfect size. There we go. Now we, with the click of this button, should restart, which means that if I take this, if I run it, and run, then it's going, and press a button.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
If
and
this button works, it doesn't.
And we press... Oh no, never mind, there we go. You just need to like, you know, fiddle around with it a bit. It's fine. It's good. And now all we need to do is just get this button to work. Press the button. doesn't work. Okay, now next one will be pin number 1. That will be our debug pin, which means we'll start the program right here with pin 1, pin out, and then value 1, and then we're going to end it by turning it off. And now we run the program.
Before you get wrapped up in this, you should check out the Curta that I sent.
Okay, let me just... Oh, I clicked the thing, but it didn't turn off. I'm such an idiot.
When the off button doesn't turn it off.
Oh yeah, oh, that's really clean. That looks modern. Okay. Perfection. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we can start troubleshooting this. So the thing is, we would actually like to do it backwards, which means we would like to plug in this one into power and this one into the USB. Which means right here we do it like this. I'm pretty certain I'm plugging in the wrong pin. This is not the pin that's meant to be powering it. But I'm also pretty certain I don't care. Make it, have you used Makita power tools? I have. They're actually apparently like pretty high grade, pretty good. This is
Makita's
not an endorsement,
good,
by the
but
way.
there's better ones.
Okay. Perfect, I think. I really like how clean it is. It's a very out, because now we can. Yeah. I know you can't see it, but it's glowing. There we go. And we can click the turn off button to Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is the second time your off button hasn't worked.
No, it did work actually.
Oh, you said uh-oh like twice.
Yeah, because it didn't. Because originally the LED was still going. Something is off with this. How many volts do we have on this side?
I think your repeaters have too many ticks.
Oh, I've connected the ground to the power and the power to the ground? What? No. This is confusing me greatly.
I could never have gotten them backwards. That's preposterous.
No, it doesn't make sense because, like, I don't know which one is the ground, which one isn't actually. Oh, I need my multimeter for this. Oh, why is my multimeter wrapped up in every single thing I have on the table? Everything but the kitchen sink, and that's only because the kitchen sink is next to it.
Anything but a picture of a cat.
Shit, which way does the com take the black cable? I don't remember. It's not gonna help me. That could only help me if I knew which way it was right in the first place. Oh, I need a battery. She solved my problems. Do I have a battery lying anywhere on my table? Yes, I do! Oh, look at that. Well, you can't see it. No, now look at it.
What'd you say about a battery? I wasn't listening.
No, I was just talking about my cold case, not much. Okay, now, this way? I said... How can I, like... pick it up, but I can't... There we go, yeah, alright. Good.
Isn't red power and black ground?
Yeah, but that only depends on which cable. Oh, damn it, you made me forget which side was the plus. it doesn't really matter because the other sides of the cable are plugged into the multimeter, which means that if I plug in the black and red backwards on the multimeter, then the convention doesn't apply anymore.
Maybe stick to the convention.
Every now and then, I know it's not unique to like being a streamer, but as a streamer you're exposed to way more to it. But like every now and then, people backseat me in like such an obvious way. I just like need a second to step back and reevaluate my life choices.
I'm pretty sure he's thinking of a different battery that could solve all his problems.
Okay, red is the plus, black is the minus. Perfect. Which means now, all we need to do is figure out which side has the plus, which side has the minus. So right here, if we do it this way, get positive voltage. Means this is the plus, this is the minus. If I do it backwards, just to make sure, I get negative. I also get positive. Well, that's curious. Okay, well, not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, right side this then.
Incredible, you've discovered the monopole.
Negative, reliably negative. Positive. Means we would actually rather use the right side for this. And then the outer is the positive. Which means we can just plug this in backwards. Outer is the positive. And now all we need to do is just bridge the gap. So always if you should have caramel syrup.
I am confused.
Aren't we all? On this beautiful, beautiful planet of ours. There we have it! Oh, couldn't help but notice, it's actually still off. Oh yeah, because the outer one is the plus, which means now it's definitely plugged in backwards. There we go! Can't see it, but it's glowing. And now we hold the restart button. It turns off. And now we restart the whole thing. It turns on! There, we have got ourselves... I can actually put the coffee cup a bit closer to it so you can see it glow better. There we go. We've got ourselves a working wireless access point. Wireless access point Raspberry Pi.
Oh, I thought this was to make a purple light.
Eureka! Urethra, I've finally done it. This is good.
Purple! Beamed directly into your eyeballs.
This is good because this on the left allows us to... For a second I felt it connected and I got so excited. Restart button. There we go. Now it connects. Oh, the restart button it's so satisfying. After like having such a massive headache of how to reset the program last stream, it feels so good to just already have the restart button. Well, I suppose it should be more of a break button, but more accurate. The point is, send. Oh, there's a button for toggling it. Make it a monopole. Okay. Now.
I resisted the easy joke.
Now. What we want to do is we want to try to connect to a wireless access point, which means import network, then just typical LAN is equal to network, LAN network CAF, LAN active false, just to make sure that's off. Well then, that could be. Usually the reason why it happens is because there is an invisible character. Yeah, there we go. It's such an annoying error. I've run into it so many times I at this point know what's causes. There's an invisible character for some reason, which you can just input with your keyboard apparently. It's one of the, like... one of the special characters for some reason gets bugged into the terminal. Okay, so it's active, good. Now we can do none connect. And then what we would like to is I'm gonna actually connect to it using my phone. I'm going to connect to it using my phone to make sure that everything is right. Okay, so the name of it is Pico 50E5. And then the password is my password.
Can I connect to this?
Well, if you've got an antenna big enough. Do you have an antenna that's big enough?
I'm sure I know where some copper is. I'll whip something up, don't worry about it.
It just hit me that I don't know how to check if it's connected. Well, time to look stuff up.
But over your custom internet connection or actual internet?
My custom internet connection is not connected to the internet.
That's why I said custom internet connection, and not the actual internet.
But it's not connected to the internet. What do you mean custom internet connection?
Is it a network of its own? Is it interconnected?
Okay, so like, you know how internet starts with the prefix inter?
Yes. I mean, I did use the word several times.
Yes, my favorite American international railroad, going from California to Texas.
That isn't even international. That's just national.
That's the fucking point. If your network is a network, then it's not the internet, is it now?
You see, you misunderstand. I knew I was wrong 20 minutes ago when I opened my mouth the first time. I'm just doing this because it's funny.
I'm losing my mind! Okay, network, right. How do I check if I'm connected? Connect. Oh, can I just print this? Like, LAN is connected. What are we gonna give me? True! I'm sorry, just on the first try like that? Oh, there was an ant here. Wait, no. No, there has to be an ant. No, wait, no it doesn't. Oh, it's a knot. That annoys me. Hi there, Remco. Hi, welcome. So, like, we want this to run if it's not broken and not connected, which means, can I just do not and? I miss the binary operators and see. When I type it in with like a not and and, I feel like a Neanderthal. And I don't like it. I can just do not equal and then remove the not.
Don't you mean a Neanderthal?
No, it's a different thing. You wouldn't answer. She goes to a different school. Okay, so now if I run it,
better be a college.
which means that it actually is connected then, and then it's going to ping a bunch of times, and it just made me realize that what we would like is we would like in this pie. Oh, my button is connected. That's bad. Not my restart. To be fair, I don't need the button. I can just short the board.
I found another Rigby.
Oh, that's such a good looking Rigby. That's such a good looking. Oh my, that is a phenomenal looking Rigby. Oh, that is such a good looking Rigby. Oh my goodness. Where have you found it?
Twitter.
I need to show it on stream because that's such a good look. Oh, I love this cat so much. It's my favorite cat. I'm not afraid to
Not a
admit
single
that.
thought behind those eyes.
Yes. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to take this, plug this in right here. Mine not turning off. The USB cable ain't connecting. Oh, it just connected. Cool. That works. And now another diode actually. So the first diode was is our on or off diode, but we're gonna have another diode which will be for five. It's right here. Number 5, and this diode for data, which means what we will do is we will rock you. That's because we will take the data and then what's the data? What's the kind of Tefta, are you maybe perhaps still watching? Because I have a question. Python. What kind of format is the data in? RDX. Alright, so this is the thing. Then RDX.decode. And then what? RDX decode. Which means we can run .decode on it, but shit. It's annoying because we would need to plug in the other one into power to send the data. Wait, why not actually? We need to plug in the other one into power to send the data as this one is running. And then each time we reset this Raspberry, yeah, it's trying to connect, but doesn't have a network, which is good. And then right here, we just printed the data because now if we run it, come on, come on, come on.
I have a silly question.
Yep.
Possibly a horrible question. Why don't you just send data through the ground wires?
Because it's a learning exercise. The point here, the whole point here is to figure out how to send it wirelessly. Shit.
Okay. Because I was wondering if you don't use ground for anything other than a voltage dump when you're done with the circuit, right? Why don't you just use that common piece of metal as a giant, not antenna, kind of, you know what I mean, but like you use that to send data to and from other things. Read from ground, right to ground. What could go wrong?
Is it only running this once? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. What is... why? Oh, it just... what? Oh, because it's print... Oh, is it because it's waiting for the... Oh. Did I not change the code? I don't think I changed the code. So I think that one... Okay, here's what I think is happening, alright? What I think is happening is... and this is gonna be a theory, we're gonna see if I'm right. When I run this code right here, then it's running. This Raspberry Pi is now acting as a wireless access point. And then once I turn this Raspberry Pi on, it's blinking. Now blinking in my code should mean that it's not connected, but I don't think I've actually amended that code, which means that in this case, even though it's blinking, it means it is actually connected. And all I need to do is just press this button and then stays on. But will this be able to receive the data? It doesn't appear to be receiving the data, so we're just going to keyboard interrupted. We're gonna bring out the. I really should have plugged in more to the auto part. Plug this one in. There we go. And then there we go. That should be it.
It just blinked a couple times, or was that you moving the cable?
That was me moving the cable.
Oh,
Now
okay.
if we, however, in this case, like depending on how strongly I push the cable, the LED either lights up or it doesn't.
It's connected, but not to Wi-Fi.
Which is weird because I can control this Raspberry. I just hold down this button.
Short somewhere.
Oh, there we go. So like, for example, if I do... which pin is it? 1. Alright. Oh no, it's just the... Okay, no, it's just the LED not being pushed into it. So that's fine. The USB is actually connected, just the LED that isn't. Okay, but that's fine and whatever, doesn't matter, because you see, we can add another check. So in this case, instead of doing the data, we can do if length of this is greater than 0, only then we print data. Int can be pro. I beg to differ. That print was not a string. That was very much. That's an array. That's why I beg to differ. Run it. Yeah, it's just fine. Working just fine. Burn the mechanical construction pushing in the cable to light the LED on it. Now if I click this, what we should see happen is... Yes! Okay, that's good.
Did it worked?
It did in fact worked. The only pickle is that it's not actually printing anything, which worries me ever so slightly. Is it because I need to do .decode? That would be a fairly easy fix, so I really hope that's it. Then done, and let's see. Okay, so I managed to connect them. Progress. Now the only
Now
problem...
to disconnect them.
No, now the problem is... How do I send the data? Send should be sending it to the broadcast address 36 port, which means, yeah, it should be sending it to the right place. However, this Raspberry, for the life of it, cannot just decode the message or receive it in any way, which is fairly annoying.
Guess you gotta eat it.
The only reasonable solution.
Yeah, eating pie.
What pie? How do I, hypothetically, send information over a network onto Raspberry Pi? Well, what if instead... wait, what is the self-address of this Raspberry? It would be 192.168.4.0? Question? Could it be the first one? Is the first one self? That'd be nice. Right here we have a bunch of them. Or it could be one. One would also make sense. That's because what we could do is we could, on the other Raspberry actually, on the other Raspberry we could just, instead of trying to pop it onto the broadcast address, we could pop it onto the specific address. And that could maybe work. That's a maybe, and that's a could. But you know, a man can dream. Hi there, unholy thing. Oh, hi, welcome.
It's not Rigby, but I found another cat.
Nah, Punch Cat. I'm not even gonna watch it. Rigby.
Damn. It's not a dog.
Dogs are also great. That's not the reason.
I don't know. I didn't know which side of the fence you were on, or if there was no fence in the first place.
I'm glad that you assumed I was radical and then tried to manipulate me by fitting my own agenda. I appreciate it. Alright, let's do a 1. If we do a 1, this could work. If not, I can just make a loop that goes over every single fucking address. There's only 256 of them, so it's not that many, to be fair. That is actually something I could do. Well, I'm just hoping that I'm correct. Because if I am correct, then this is going to work. And if I'm wrong, then it's not going to work. Oh, how simple life is sometimes. Oh, okay. Sorry, do you not have... It's listening. And now if we turn this on for 5, now there we have it. But it's not receiving anything. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me. I am losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Okay, that is a pretty solid cap. Anyone here knows networking? Just a general quick question. Anyone here who could help me out? Help a DT out real quick? Just about how to send data from one Raspberry to another.
Have you tried just using the USB?
Thanks.
Would that not work?
Yes.
I'm a man of solutions. It's just that none of them are good. We're not so different, you and I.
I had to set this one up to power and then just have the LED connected in some kind of better way, and then just try to post it with the other one. But then I would need the LED to be connected better, because right now it's connected in a pretty trash way. Yeah, let's do it. I bent the cable right away. That was quick. Anyway, everyone, how are your days going? How are you all doing on this fine day? Hope everything is going well.
Should I get a jump on the Season 7 Battle Pass?
If you're gonna play it, yeah.
I mean, it came out this morning. There's only one thing I want on it. Thankfully, it's in the free tier.
Anything new in Season 7, by the way?
Anything what?
Anything new? Rather, what's new?
Oh, I don't know. I just saw that it was Season 7 today. And promptly stopped paying attention. Beyond, oh, what's in the Battle Pass? Oh, that's a pair of sunglasses that I want.
Men,
All
am I
right.
right? Unbelievable. This way, if we power up the... Oh, fucking hell. Which GPIO is that? It is the... Starting at the end, we have... Mine's, no, 16, okay. So 16, 17, 18.
That is the next number, yes.
Now, if we just keep on interrupt this and let it all shut down slowly. My legs hurt. Standing a lot today. Ow.
Yeah, standing a lot.
Beautiful. We can turn it on and off. Perfect. So this will be our data pair, which means that we go on and instead of printing, oh my, it's not gonna help because it's stuck. The problem is that it gets stuck, which I'm guessing what that means is that it's waiting for a response, but it's just not getting one. Which, first of all, is kind of weird. This should be UDP. And second of all, how do I fix that?
What's UDP?
It's a standard for wireless wireless packet sending that's meant to send data quickly without making sure that the data arrived.
So it's just supposed to like shovel it into a bonfire or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it, and piss. And possibly even sharks and Dagnabbit. A second USB cable would help me a lot right now.
A second USB cable has hit the workbench.
Such a schizophrenic response. Okay, I can do it. I can do it. It's fine. It should be easy. That's because the question is, what does it get stuck on? That's the question. Does it just get stuck on getting the data back? Because if it... it does. Okay, well, never mind. I'm sitting back down then. Receive from. Let's do a bit of a deeper dive into that. How to receive large. Now it's dependent on protocol being implemented, even though it's been on TCP implement the Steam protocol. You can read a search you want. Get a byte at a time. UDP on a message protocol. You have asked enough bytes to cover the entire message or will be dropped. But it depends on the protocol. Some protocols living messages, but it could be anything up to. Okay. Socket receive from, but can I get an example, please? Just sample code. That would be neat. I really need a more comfortable chair here because this one's killing me. This is the same one I've been sitting at the long stream. It's the price of the DLC vouchers. Okay, so this is neat. But like, is that really it? Is that really all I need to use?
Oh, you were asking about new things, so I went and looked up the new things. There's 2 teams. They aren't the same as the last 3. There's 2 new maps.
Oh, 2.
No, there's just one. There's just one. Never mind. I misread it. There's a new gadget for light, medium, and heavy. There's a new practice range. And a new soundtrack. And they've added legacy battle passes. So
I see.
if you wanted stuff from before you started playing the game, you can spend money on it. They let you buy it with like the in-game currency and everything, but you're not gonna earn it fast enough to get anything. Sponsorship. Wow, my team's losing. This is great.
We've set up everything in a very nice manner, but the problem is that it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter how nice of a manner we've set everything up, because it's not working.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
That's what I'm thinking.
There's the battle pass. Oh yeah, this is the shades that I want. Thankfully, they're in the free tier.
We need sample code for the... Ideally, MicroPython sample code for sending messages wirelessly. Sending data wirelessly UDP MicroPython sample code. This is what we need, because otherwise... that's close enough. Networking is like health problems of these. It's... Okay, it's not as bad as I'm making out to be, but at the same time, I suck at networking. This is quite an interesting formatting. Okay. Efficiency in data over Wi-Fi. Am I doing this right? Okay. So this... While truth, this is the loop. That's what we're interested in. Send data. Data server is server? Class server? Oh, not classes in Python. Piss off.
Well, that was fun. Let's move on to another project.
socket. Do I need a connection for this? Oh, unless that's because of TCP. What are you building? A redstone shit, yes. I'm doing redstone today. I think that's because this is a connection because it's TCP. Which honestly, at this point, I might. We might just do a connection. Connection is equal to none. Well, that's confusing. That's really quite confusing. Maybe it's because of the port. Maybe the port is just screwing me up. That'd be quite upsetting, but I mean, I'm willing to try anything at this point. 36, oh, 36, 36, why not? How many connections been closed? Oh, I plugged it. Are you a chemist, physicist, or computer science engineer? I am so confused. I dabble in lots.
He has fun.
I have fun. I'm just a couple of guy having fun.
You just how many?
I lost track. This one also has to be 36.
And he calls me schizophrenic.
This is a garbage non-solution, by the way. I refuse to believe this will work. Because it doesn't really have any logical reason to. So, if it doesn't work, to keep looking for a solution. And this is going to be sent and send on to 36. Cool. Right, Avi.
I'm looking through the first battle pass. Apparently there's an emote in it that just is saying the earth is flat for some reason.
Oh, the one that's good, like flattening the globe?
Yeah. Why
Funny
would you do this?
Funny.
Well,
I have
yes,
that emote.
it's funny. Yes, I bet you do. You've been playing this for 4 years.
Has it really
At
been
least.
4 years?
I don't know. I got it like 3 days ago.
No, it's way less than. Hold on. I picked up the game around the quantum mechanics video. The one that kickstarted my channel. And that was, I think, 2 years ago.
Wasn't the going through every kind of math, like from addition to quantum mechanics, the one that kickstarted the channel?
No, addition to quantum mechanics was the one that kickstarted the channel. The how math becomes difficult is the second time that happened. Timed out. I'm gonna time you out. If you don't behave, I'm gonna time you out myself. I'm gonna just absolutely wreck you. Okay.
What?
It's a button. It should restart.
Oh, is something
It's
happening
not
in the
connecting.
server? Am I... Oh, you're talking about the network thing.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about unruly behavior in your server.
Nope. Okay, we've got liftoff. I think I just overrode the boot file, so no problem. Now we run it. Then if we turn this one on, nothing, and then it connects, and then nothing happens. Lovely. This is lovely.
Man,
Wait,
there's no skin for the 1887 in this battle pass. That's so sad. Time to jump back into quick cache. So I have far too little brain power for the one that introduces yet another team.
disconnect. I am going to commit various war crimes.
He's thinking of another battery that'll solve his problem.
There we go. Now, run. It's running, it's running, it's running. Turn on. 5 and... It broke again, but in a different way. So, you know. Crazy scientist laugh. That was my genuine laugh. Losing it. I am just...
Now
losing
he
it.
sees why it's called mad science.
I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go from here. That's because there's no way for me to send data. I've managed to get a connection, that's true. Which is honestly quite far already, but it's nowhere near far enough. I suppose what we could do is we could just replug everything a fair bit. Just to move the Raspberry to the edge, that's gonna make the connections a fair bit easier. I could reuse theft right now. This and that. And then pin 18, if I'm not mistaken. Standard 16, 17, 18, which means these two pins right here. Pins we want to make it ASMR lo-fi beats to chill and to.
Yes, chill and rage.
That's how I do it. Ground next. Perfect. And then if we want to reset it, we can just short these two. Just ultimate dead silence and me just plugging in cables. That's the content right here. Ah, piss, it's one too short.
Hey, we got one.
I just realized I can't connect this. Damn it! This works as a connection. It's close enough.
Man, I am so glad that nobody's actually taking the box, and we're all just standing here defending it.
Then why aren't you taking it?
Nobody is. I'm trying.
Oh, the restart button worked. That was neat. Okay.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, somebody did take it. That's crazy.
Wait, you know what, everyone? I think that's it. I think I'm beaten. I think I'm finally beaten by this. I think a box, freaking two circuits have actually beaten me. I need another break. I'm gonna conduct Tefta later on. See if we can brainstorm a solution to this because it's killing me. And yeah, I have a really short live stream, but in my defense, I thought it would be longer. I am just exhausted with this. Be done! I'm going. And I'll see you tomorrow because I'm also gonna be streaming tomorrow. Bye. Thank you everyone so much for watching and have a great day.